It's a beautiful day at Psychedelic Speedway, a great day for racing. Welcome to Restocking the Shelves. I'm Kit KM, and I'll be your host for this Giving Cup tournament. Restocking the Shelves is brought to you by Diecast Racing Report, the twice-monthly journal of downhill diecast racing. Every Giving Cup tournament raises funds for a selected nonprofit organization. This tournament is raising funds for Feeding America, an organization that supports food banks across the USA. So far, the tournament has raised $255 for Feeding America. If you would like to contribute to the cause, there is a link in the video description. Competitors in this tournament are competing for this prize pack provided by Gen X Vintage Racing. It, of course, includes the coveted Giving Cup trophy. 28 cars have entered the tournament, which means in the group stage we will see 7 groups of 4 cars each. This is a bracket tournament in which 16 cars will compete for the title. To make it into the bracket, a driver must negotiate the group stage. The 7 cars that win their respective groups will move on to the bracket, and they will be joined by the 9 top point getters from the remaining field across groups A through G. 7 plus 9 equals 16. Here in the group stage, 4 cars will take to the track. They'll do 4 laps. Starting positions will rotate each lap. Points will be awarded for finishing position at the end of each lap. The winner gets 5 points, second gets 3, third gets 2, and fourth receives a single point. Failure to finish a lap will result in 0 points. Kicking off the tournament, let's go to Group A. In the pole position on the first lap is Dodge number 9. Evan Slower, driving in a Dodge Intrepid, weighing 27.7 grams. Up next, the 57 Chevy of J.B. O'Hara. It's a 1957 Chevy Bel Air with Dr. Pepper livery. It is one of 4 entries in this tournament being driven by men important to the history of Dr. Pepper. The car weighs 65.5 grams. Number 50, Character Counts, is driven by Michael Motorcycle and will be the 3rd driver in the field. A Ford Taurus stock car that weighs 53.6 grams. And finally, Black and Yellow, driven by Eugenia. It's a Pontiac Grand Prix stalker that tips the scale at 70.2 grams. That's it for the introduction, so let's go to the party. And so it is. The 57 Chevy of J.B. O'Hara, moving on to the bracket of 16. Hey! The summer's big event is coming to the new Box Canyon Loop here at Psychedelic Speedway in June. Redline Derby Racing's Summer Pro-Am will be traveling to 4 tracks, 2 drag strips, and 2 road courses starting in late May. Redline Derby Racing, DRR's Psychedelic Speedway, Blue Line Racing, and Indiana Diecast Racing host an exciting race series unlike any other. Go to redlinederby.com for more information, or see the link in the video's description. Say, before we get on to the next group, why don't you go hit like and subscribe? Okay? And we're on to Group B. Starting in the pole position of Group B is Chex Party Mix number 43, driven by Django. 1970 Plymouth Barracuda weighing in at 33.9 grams. Up next, Simple Rick is at the wheel of Reject, an 89 T-Bird stalker that weighs 56.5 grams. The number 40 Team Sabco car of Sam Hall is in the 3rd position. It's a Chevy Monte Carlo stalker weighing at 53.2 grams. And here is Blue Flame, driven by Ricky Spanish, another Monte Carlo stalker, the 1996 model. It tips the scales at 42.6 grams. That's the who's who, so let's go to the party. There it is. Reject, driven by Simple Rick. moving on. And so here are today's qualifiers for the 16-car bracket. J.B. O'Hara and Simple Rick. Looking at the wildcard standings, right now there are only 6 names on that list, but that will be changing with next week's contest. There will be 12 cars on the list after Groups C and D, and we'll just have to wait to see who is in the top 9 at that time. Remember, there are 7 groups total, so we'll see Groups E, F, and G in a couple of weeks, and that'll be that. Thank you for watching. I'm Kit KM, and for all of us here at Diecast Racing Report, wherever you go, wherever you are, have a good trip.